Welcome back. We're going to be diving into exactly why slow travel life is better than living in the United States. The cost of living being the number one reason why slow travel life is better than living in the US.
Yeah.
So when we're talking cost of living right off rip, your accommodation, right? Your home.
Yes.
All of the data will be available in the links in the description below on where I found it. That way you can eyeball it yourself. The average rent in the United States right now for a one-bedroom apartment nationwide is $1,636 per month.
Ugh.
Two-bedroom is actually $1,896 per month. And the average mortgage monthly payment right now is sitting at a whopping $2,207 per month.
Ouch.
We've basically been sitting in the neighborhood of $700 a month to $900 a month.
Roughly, yeah.
And that $900,
That's extreme circumstances, yes.
$900 a month is the reason why we already bounced out of Bulgaria, okay? Now, to a lot of you, that's still good and affordable. Obviously, compared to those numbers I just read you in the U.S., way more affordable.
Of course, yes.
But for us, with our limited resources and kind of the sand timer that we're on right now, no, that would have killed our timer even faster to keep dealing with that.
Yes, it's just a bit much, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now we're going to move on into your average utility costs in the United States. Looks like the average electric bill is sitting at $149.20. Your average gas bill seems to range anywhere between $80 and $100 a month, okay? Obviously, when you do Airbnb like we do, unless you're down in like Southeast Asia where they like to tack on that AC cost in addition, it's pretty much figured in, so you don't have to worry about adding on another cost.
Exactly, yes.
Average car cost. Here's a biggie. Right now in the United States, if you have a new car and a new car payment, the average payment per month is $745 a month. Your average used car payment, $521 a month.
Really?
Wow. Car insurance, full coverage, average per month, $203 a month.
Oof.
Gasoline across the United States right now is $3.15 per gallon. Obviously, when it comes to car, public transportation, guys, and over here and in Southeast Asia, very affordable.
Big time, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, what, in Tirana, it was like 43 cents per person per ride.
Yep.
Even in what we found a little pricier over there in Bulgaria, it was just under $1 per person per ride. Okay, so if you really need to get somewhere bad enough, it ain't that bad.
Right, it's still affordable, very, very affordable.
And you do away with that ridiculous automobile cost.
Yeah.
And if you want to bounce around the country, as we've explained in our previous videos, you can do that. It's called the bus system, shuttle vans, etc. You do not need to own your own vehicle in order to experience freedom while living abroad, okay? That's a myth. All right, so let's move on into the food cost. A single person per month, wow, that's a wide range. But it's anywhere from $297 a month on the low end up to $558 a month. So for an average couple like us in the United States, that average cost is anywhere between $614 a month to $963 a month, bro.
My goodness. Oh, that's ridiculous.
Our average, especially, I have to base it off of the last few months in the Balkans. Our average can range anywhere from like 300, about 320-ish, on up to maybe just 400, if not a little bit more, depending on how much basically we ate out that month.
Right,
more or less, honestly. That's for two grown adults for the whole month. All right, let's get into another nasty one when you live in the US. That's your health care. Because your healthcare cost, when it is subsidized by your employer, is $111 a month, okay?
Not bad.
That's not bad, right? If you just had an individual plan on your own, it looks like the average cost is $456 per month. For us, the total cost every month for both of us combined is $149, $150 a month. That moves us up to the phone plan and your internet.
Yes.
So it looks like in the United States, for one person, a single line, it ranges between $70 to $100 per month. For a dual line plan, it's $120 to $140 a month. In addition to that, we all know most people's homes have, a built-in router / Wi-Fi,
Right, exactly, yes.
It's another $78 per month. For us, depending on the country we're in,
Yes.
it does range and vary. It can be a little wild. But overall, in the Balkans for the last several months, it has ranged like this month that we're on now.
Amazing, absolutely amazing.
$5, dude.
Yeah.
$5, and I'm covered data-wide all month long. $5 on up to I think $20 for the month is what I got hit on one of them. If we add all this up for one person living in the United States, it's going to come to $3,145.20 a month.
Ugh.
For one person. For two people, if it was us back in the US, that would be $3,623.20 a month. To us, that's insane.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, especially when on average for the Balkans, altogether 1,700, maybe 1,800, on up to about 2,000 a month.
Yeah.
Total.
Yeah, that's for both of us.
Total for both combined, guys. That's why we're always screaming that this slow travel life is definitely way better than living in the overpriced United States.
Yeah, big time.
If you do even better and go to Southeast Asia, you can drop that number from our 1,800 to 2,000 a month. You can drop that down to like 1,200, 1,500 a month tops.
Yeah, and half the time you can actually eat out and not have a problem. You don't have to worry
Oh,
about
most of the
cooking.
time, yeah. You don't even have to worry about having a kitchen or nothing down there, because the food in order to eat out there is so affordable that both of us could eat out every day. And it really would not crank up our cost of living. Now, the one other thing that nails us on repeat is we have a habit.
Yeah.
All right. So up here in the Balkans,
It's a bit
like where we're at now, it's like $4 a pack is the cheapest I can find.
Yeah.
Down in Southeast Asia, I was getting us cartons for $5 a carton.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 10 packs. You want to see some kind of compare, contrast, Balkans travel versus Southeast Asia travel, we can easily do that.
Absolutely, yes.
And pros and cons for both.
Uh-huh.
That's going to cover all the costs of living related items when it comes to slow travel life versus living in the overpriced United States of America.
Yes.
Now, where we would also argue that life is better is your overall quality of life.
Yes.
One item that I want to mention right off bat, no politics.
Yeah.
It's wonderful
It really is, though.
to not have to sit there and listen to we're the best, we're the best, we're the best. No, you both have lost your friggin' mind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Big
And
time.
we are so grateful to not be in the middle of that garbage no more.
Yeah.
Another thing that that is very common, people do work.
Well, of course, yes.
Duh.
Yeah.
But there isn't this insanity culture around it like there is back in the United States.
Yeah.
Where you are literally, as a human being, almost measured based off of your productivity, your work output, blah, blah, blah. Translation, just get your butt to work, raise our GDP, make us more money because it's the best thing you could do for your country.
Yeah.
Okay?
No.
Your life is your own. Do with it as you see fit. Put in the work you need to.
Of course.
Outside of that, your life is yours. Isn't that an amazing concept?
It's crazy, I know. But it actually is, it does exist.
Brooke herself came up with this next one, and I want Brooke to go into the next quality of life issue.
Basically, your overall well-being and safety. Now, basically, you can walk around no matter what time of day it is, completely fine, not having to worry about being abducted or, boom boom or anything like that.
Her boom boom that she's talking about, because we got to be careful with the words we choose. Pretty much next to never have to worry about people running around pew 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 pew. All right, your children can go to school and do what the hell they're supposed to do, which is learn.
Yeah, your kids can actually play outside and not have a problem.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it so much like being a helicopter parent, because we've seen in 15 months between the Balkans and Southeast Asia, kids are just running around all over the place, laughing, smiling, having a good time.
Having a good old time,
and
yes.
ain't no helicopter parent and say, oh my God, little Timmy, little Jimmy, oh no, you can't be out here alone.
Right, yeah.
No, that doesn't exist, and for good reason. It's a much safer culture. Mm-hmm. The reason we wanted to bring this to you today is because we want you to know, data point wise, what you can look to save by getting yourself out of there. We also want you, from our experiences, to know what kind of life you can expect to have and what kind of quality there is in that life. That's what we wanted to bring to you today, as well as kind of just go over, some things with us real quick. Like I said, we're facing the nitty gritty here, and it's not like I haven't been pulling what little hair I have left out trying to solve this whole stupid equation, because as I pointed out in this video, it doesn't take that much to live this way and live this life, but it does take something. And it's become very clear and apparent that YouTube ads ain't where it's at, obviously. We are trying like hell with these various other projects that I've been working on forever to, get something going there. Also have tried the normal, let's find a, remote work, remote job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's BS. Everybody says they're hiring and yet they're not.
Right.
So, ironic, isn't it? That we just got done spitting out all the things that we don't like and cannot stand about that place, and yet it almost feels like we're being forced back into it.
Fortunately, yes.
We're doing what we can, and we're going to keep fighting until the very bitter end. That's how much we believe in this, and nothing's going to change that. So we'll, over the course of the next several weeks, we'll keep trying to bring you some location-based stuff from our experiences, and we'll try to see if there's any more value information about this life that we can bring to you.
Yep.
You might have noticed, especially if you watched us in the last year versus now, we've gotten a little bigger, haven't we?
Yeah.
All I can tell you is the truth, guys. Depression is real. The anxiety and the stress of fighting with everything you've got in you to keep what you believe in and keep a life that's worth keeping and worth living.
Yeah.
It can be demoralizing and it tears us down. And we're doing the best to keep our little smiley brave faces on and keep pushing forward for what we believe in. We're praying. We're doing everything that is within our power to keep this life going, because we already know the truth. And that's part of the reason we brought you this video today. The only thing waiting for us back in that place is more misery. That's it. Neither one of us have degrees. Neither one of us have certifications. Neither one, nothing. So, I do not fancy myself going back, you want fries with that? At minimum wage, or, doing some stand around security nonsense or gas station attendant. Been there, done it, led to nothing. This is life. This is living. And this is what we cling to, because this is worth clinging to and worth having. We pride ourselves on being honest, and we pride ourselves on being real and not sugarcoating things. But at the same time, we also pride ourselves on, keep moving. Good things can happen. Keep your faith.
Most importantly.
So this is what we're doing. All links to support us are in the video description below, and as well as in our About section.
Yeah.
And we can use any and all help, because like I said, it doesn't take much. Something as simple as just to use an example here, like if everybody that's a sub to us did 1 cup of coffee, on Buy Me a Coffee.
Right.
Or bought 1 4K travel photo that we worked on. Mm-hmm. That in and of itself right there, if everybody did that, would literally buy us another 3+ months.
Right.
Just that single act. That's how affordable this life is versus going back and trying to live in the United States.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to have a location-based one for you next week, and we'll do the best we can with that one. I hope you enjoy it. And folks, God with us, and we will see you in the next one.
See you guys.